As you know, here in the capital region, we get our fair share of severe weather.
And while they don't happen often, that kind of severe weather does include tornadoes. Chief Meteorologist Steve Caporizzo joins us now with a look back in a News 10 special report. Steve?
All right, ladies, tornadoes, one of the most destructive forces in nature. Our tornadoes are so much different than the classic Midwestern twisters. Ours are quick-hitting, and many times you cannot see them before they touch down. Tornadoes kill, on average, 60 people per year, and since 1950, 21 people have been killed and 377 injured in New York State. Though most of our tornadoes are small, there are exceptions. It was a summer evening, June 24, 1960, the Schenectady tornado. From Rotterdam to Niskayuna, winds reached 200 miles per hour, 9 people were injured, 27 homes destroyed, and 1,500 others damaged. A killer tornado hit the southern Berkshires on August 28, 1973, the Stockbridge twister. It first formed in Columbia County and raced into West Stockbridge at the truck stop. 4 people were killed, 36 injured, and winds reached 250 miles per hour. One of the biggest, at a width of 3/4 of a mile, the Schoharie tornado struck on July 10, 1989. 20 people were injured, $25 million in damages. Winds peaked at 250 with a path of 18 miles. There was yet another deadly tornado in the southern Berkshires. May 29, 1995, the Great Barrington twister. It tracked from southern Columbia County to just south of Great Barrington, Massachusetts. Winds again up to 250 miles per hour. 3 people were killed, 29 injured, $35 million in damages, and debris was found 45 miles away. The longest-lived tornado hit on July 21, 2003, the Greene, Columbia, Rensselaer County tornado. It formed in eastern Greene County, tracked all the way to southern Vermont. Winds were 150. The path was an incredible 125 miles and was on the ground for 61 miles. And finally, it was May 31st, 1998, the most destructive tornado in recent history, the Mechanicville twister. It hit at 4:22 p.m. It was up to a half a mile wide. Winds were 200 miles per hour. 68 people were injured, and there was over $60 million in damage. Since 1950, there have been 376 confirmed tornadoes in New York State. That's about an average of 6 per year, and we rank 30th across the country. When you look at tornado risk, you have to look at the size of the state, the frequency of the tornadoes, the amount of damage, and the amount of fatalities. New York ranks 32nd most dangerous, Vermont 43rd, and Massachusetts an amazing second. I want to show you something interesting. 1992, in New York State, we had our biggest year for tornadoes, 25 confirmed twisters. Now, the Midwest, this is the peak area. We call this Tornado Alley, from the upper Midwest into North Texas, with the peak May into June. Our peak season is June through August. This is where the clash of the year masses collide during the spring season. We have the colder air coming down from the northern plains and Rockies. Gulf of Mexico moisture meets in the plain states, and that produces a tremendous amount of energy. Now, besides tornadoes, severe thunderstorms produce high winds and hail. Last year in New York State, there were 218 reports of large hail and 267 reports of damaging winds. With the use of our Storm Tracker Live HD radar, it allows us to see these storms and better predict them with more accuracy than ever before. Coming up at 11, Andy Gregorio will look at these storms that produce damaging hail.
Thanks so much, Steve. So fascinating. And a big thanks to Marty Miller, who can pull up film and video from way back. There isn't anything he hasn't covered.
And he was there.
Yep.